So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really...
And the shots! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
The Czech Republic are looking to break at pace. Kaká. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Kral.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Souček. Can he spark a counter here? Foot in. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Schick was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's really nicely played. He's cut it out.
Kral.
Atletico Paranaense yet to have an attempt on goal. And he plays one through. He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Kaká. Pele shot a goal! So what can they make of this? Tries to play it through. It's come to nothing. Thuram. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Kral.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And a chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crossed into the box.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Souček.
Kral.
Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Pele. It's Pele! And how good was that? A finish of true class. And Atletico Paranaense take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Atletico Paranaense are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Atletico Paranaense have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Not the most accurate pass. Kral. Played out to the left flank. Played into the box. And he's there to clear it. Chance for a shot, and again!
Atletico Paranaense can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Seedorf. To Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Seedorf making good progress on the right-hand side. Kral. And it's Messi. Thuram. Seedorf. And it's Thuram.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Now Kaká. And he's had it nicked away. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And if you do have a chance today,
what do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Atletico Paranaense can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Here we go again then.
Atletico Paranaense really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in.
Seedorf just still couldn't find a teammate when they had an overload in the box. All very frustrating.
Kaká. Atletico Paranaense do have a chance to counter here. Driving forward. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's picked it up out wide. Thuram. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball is over the line. He has found the way through. Oh, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kral. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? That is good strength. So time for change. And
yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Substitution for Czech Republic, number 10, Schick. Coming on the field is number 11.
Just eases him off the ball. This looks promising. Tries to pass it through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Opts for safety. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to...
Oh, what a climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Turan, the man synonymous with solidity. Aimed beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Terrific header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Seedorf.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kaka. Maldini. And it's Kaka.
Atletico Paranaense surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Chance here to counter. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Kral. Pass somewhat off target. So here comes a substitution.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Number 8. Coming on to replace him is number 9.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Right card. Atletico Paranaense close now to seeing this one through to the end. Turan. And it's Kaka. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He rises! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Atletico Paranaense can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And he's had a hit. Good first touch and... And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Pele claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very... Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think? Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nicely aimed pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for a runner. Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. And this is Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind.
Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mexico leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Nicely weighted ball. Now that's a lovely exchange. Vieira does well to get it back. It's a promising position. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there.
Great chance! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. Best really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a little off target. Back into the middle. Driving forward. Played out to the right. Beckham. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
That's just playing it safe and simple. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared without hesitation. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Mexico.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Hullet. Musiala wins the duel this time. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Aims beyond the defence. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Beckham! Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Andrik. And he's intervened well there. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Can he get it through? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Hullet. Has a look and place it forward. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. That is ended up in no man's land. Played out wide. Great vision. Now it's Hullet. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Cannavaro makes the interception. Serginho. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And he's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. It's a quick one.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Best in with the challenge. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Ugarte. Best. And this is Hullet. Hullet! Oh, what has happened here? Crossed into the box. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Szoboszlai. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team.
Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Ugarte. But he's forced to go back. Ugarte. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cute ball now. How can he reach it? And it's Hullet. Oh, that was vital. And it's Beckham. Ball driven towards the far post. Szoboszlai. Cristiano Ronaldo. And reclaimed it in a trice. Szoboszlai.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Haaland. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Bullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very...
Tries a shot! Oh, super goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Mexico back on level terms. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Mexico grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ronaldo. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please be reminded.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're into the second 45. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Goretzka. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Mexico do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Alexander-Arnold delivered. Up he goes! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead. Haaland cleared without complication. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, that's a... Can he finish? Goal! Mexico! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mexico perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Gently done. And here's Goretzka. Well, they've got it again. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, super find. Oh, nicely intercepted. Goretzka. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Knocks it into space. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. A probing pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Not the most accurate pass. Haaland. Goretzka.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Vardiol. And it's Soboslai. Now it's Messi. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And this is Bale. Looking to play him in. Shoots! He's beaten the kick. Goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Mexico could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? And that is that. Mexico have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Bale claiming the man of the match award. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Palmer, without doubt, one of the players of the week. An awful lot expected from him.
Well, I like the way he wants the ball, constantly looking to play those lines in that little auxiliary striker's role, Peter. I'm expecting him to put in a really good shift here, productive one too.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's well spotted. Madrid are looking to break at pace. It's Lewandowski! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Can he get it through? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Ribery. Lewandowski. Good read, needed to be. Beckenbauer. That's a little off target.
Such good technique.
And he's running through. Thinks about the shot. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Mexico with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Baresi can get it clear. In with the challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. Soboslai. Oh, that's a fine interception. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And there's the shot! It's loose and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now that looks a decent ball. Elise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nagatomo. Palmer might just make this. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Elise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And this is Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. He's looking wide. And it's Ribery. Aimed beyond the defence. Cucurella. Nicely shaped ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Mbappe. Palmer. Nagatomo. Mexico do have a chance to counter here. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that has been knocked clear. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Mexico clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's good running with the ball. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played.
Oh no, this does not look good. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No way through. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, well played. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Looking for a runner. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yeah. Some resolute defending there. First half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Mexico really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9 será reemplazado.
So off we go once more.
El dorsal 6.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bale. It's a searching pass. Mexico come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
No, again there's no way through. That has not gone well. And it's Ribery. Thinks one through. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So here comes a substitution. Knocks it into space. No joy this time. Ribery. And that has left him in a heap. Looking to play him in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, that was vital. It's a pretty loose pass. He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. That has ended up in no man's land. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Can he spark a counter here? No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso looking understandably energised after his goal. Mbappe! And he's quick to get it clear again. Now who's going to be first to this? Pele with the cross. He rises! No, not the best of headers. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mexico are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Szoboszlai. Mbappe. Szoboszlai. That is good alertness. Best. Played into space out wide. It'll be a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 24, el dorsal 8, Xavi Alonso, el dorsal 25, Ribery.
Mbappe.
Serán sustituidos por el
That's
dorsal
a good
21,
run down the left.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
The most accurate
El
pass.
dorsal 17.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Pele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Takes a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Pele! And that's a real chance missed. Works it forward. This looks promising. Searching pass he's played there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And here's Mbappe.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe! And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Mexico clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That has not gone well. Great vision. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but shapes to shoot! They've scored! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Mexico give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Fiore. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Mexico absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited and...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Looking for the run. Looking to play him in. Caicedo picks it up out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Played out to the right. He's in space and looking for options.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saka promptly onto that, and that is that. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Can he get it through? And that's put paid to a promising move. He's had it taken off him. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Beckham, and that's really well manoeuvred. Opts for safety. Messi hurtling down that right flank. He's found a way through. The ball goes in. He's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Mexico have the chance to go the other way. And it's been played through. And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Adams gets over and intercepts. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rashford. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Mbappe taking charge of the dead ball.
It's a very good position, this, and the right...
Saka! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Saka is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Caicedo. Oh, a lovely bit of skill. And chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Hazard. Still goalless at the moment. And this is Hazard. And he's well positioned here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a pretty loose pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Saka. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well timed, excellent interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Mexico clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
And the finish! It's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Convertido en el minuto 35. Número 17.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That has not gone well.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Back into the middle. Rijkaard gets it clear. Hazard. Saka. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Rashford.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice looking ball. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in, and this is Hazard. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Se van a jugar dos minutos de
The final
compensación.
seconds now. Aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. And that has been cleared. And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi clears it away. He's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Cambio en México. Número 24, Luis Suárez.
That gets things going for the second half.
Entran
Mexico
número
can
13,
really do with some
número
bigger
7.
names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pele conjures time and space where few can. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Chance to deliver. There's the header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rashford really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Out to the right. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this? And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Saka's delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Big chance! He scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Mexico still have the cards to affect this game. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a key interception. A probing pass. Nicely weighted ball. And he's heaved it away. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.